Hey guys, it's BB and we're back with more Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Now, last time we had maybe only like a 15-minute video because it was a short episode and we were just studying by the looks of it. So now we're going to move on to the next part of the main story. Exams finished without incident and I think I did pretty well. I'm relieved to think that I avoided any particularly bad scores. Our last test ended, then homeroom ended. Then we were finally back to our regular school life. Hina was excited about getting back to running with the track team. And I was back to the task that I agreed to after the Golden Week holidays. That should just about do it. Yes, I think this is quite enough. Thank you so much, Yuna-san. Sure. I was cleaning the last untouched spots of the storage room. It was still pretty dirty after all the tidying up I'd done, but Maki-san would have to do the rest, like we had agreed. I was pretty tired after doing it all by myself though, especially when it came to moving some of the heavier boxes. But it was less stressful not to have to order someone else around. I was doing the cleaning by myself, but I wasn't actually alone. Sachi-san was always there to keep me company. Of course, Sachi-san's a ghost, so she couldn't actually help me clean. She did at least watch out to see if someone came close to the room, however. Now it's just a matter of guiding Maki-san to this place. Right. Sachi-san's voice sounded gleeful. She must have really been happy about being able to give Maki-san and Aihara-senpai a place where they could relax. I felt like I hadn't done enough to prepare the space, but it wouldn't be good to overdo it. I decided to be satisfied with the job I'd done. And at that moment, Megumi's blood writing appeared on the other side of the window. Maki-chan's heading your way. She got the letters backwards. Well, I could still read it at least. Oh, that seems to be good timing. I'll get out of here. Yes, leave the rest to me. I'll guide Maki-chan here. Good luck! Yeah, I thought Maki-san might come here. You can't just skip the inner building if you're looking for a secret place on campus. Sachi-san could handle the rest. Careful not to disturb the dust. I left the reference room. On the way to the Hoshikin building, after going downstairs, I crossed paths with Maki-san. She was glancing around as she walked, not paying particular attention to me. Not that that was strange, seeing how we've never actually met. Oh, Yuna. Megumi came over to me when I left the building. Geez, would it kill her to not glare at me like that? Well, you finished your cleaning, I assume? Yep. Megumi's been in a bad mood since I started working on the reference room. Geez, you can do things on your own, can't you? Why'd you have to take Sachi-san with you? I did clean on my own. Sachi-san couldn't help me after all. Sachi-san just decided to come with me herself. What's that supposed to mean? You should be happy you got to clean with Sachi-san watching over you. Thank her, why don't you? What exactly do you want me to do? This is all because she can't go into the inner building. She's frustrated because Sachi-san and I have had to leave her alone while I was cleaning. But why should I care about that? This had better work. I won't allow it not to. It'll be fine, as long as Sachi-san can get Maki-san in there. Oh, Sachi-san would never fail. Are you trying to imply something? You were the one wondering whether or not it would work. I just meant that Sachi-san will surely do her part, as long as you haven't messed up your cleaning. I sighed and looked over at Megumi, the ghost in the white sailor uniform. I learned a little about Sachi-san in our study session the other day, about her when she was alive. What about this one? I wonder what she was like when she went here. What are you glaring at me for? I'm not glaring. Why was she so antagonistic towards me? Well, she's probably just jealous because Sachi-san seems to like me. I might be able to get mad at her if it wasn't so obvious, though it is exasperating and irritating, and sometimes I'm surprised by the strength of Megumi's feelings for Sachi-san. She doesn't hide her love or her hostility towards me. She feels that strongly for Sachi-san. She's incredibly honest about it all. Is that what it's like to love someone? Though I sort of get the feeling that Megumi isn't exactly a typical case. Oh, Sachi-san! I followed Megumi's gaze to the inner building and spotted Sachi-san floating over towards us. How'd it go? She found the room, and it seems she likes it. Yay! It'll be wonderful if Maki-chan and Miki-chan can spend time together there. Yeah! Our work here is complete, Yuna-san. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for everything. No problem. Megumi's glaring at me again. We should head back up to the roof to discuss what we'll do from there. Okay. With that, the two Kindred Spirits, floated up toward the roof. Unable to follow them that way, I trudged over to the school building and the stairs. Today's the last day of May. Tomorrow, June begins. This month turned out to be a little too exciting, but as long as I'm with these two, I bet June's going to be just the same. Listening to energetic, annoying conversations while I eat my lunch, accidents, running around, and cleaning after school. Seeing surprising new expressions on the faces of people I've met. It was that sort of May. Oh? Another short one. We can't move on to next month yet, it seems. But we've got new cherries. So, the secret room? What's the other one? Oh, it's the other two from the broadcasting club. Well, let's start off with secret room. On that day, I became friends with Aihara-senpai. The wonderful senpai I just met after starting school. I admired her from the moment we met, and since then I've grown to like her more and more. I confessed my feelings to her that day. It was odd since we're both girls, but I couldn't contain what I felt for her. I delivered my letter to her in secret, asked her to come to the roof, and I told her that I love her. Aihara-senpai had looked a little troubled, but she listened to my confession so maturely. And she said that she didn't really understand my love, and that was a little disappointing. But she said we could be friends, that she'd be able to love me as a friend. She said we should start there and figure out the rest as we go. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, but... Do you have a minute, Aihara-san? Aihara-san? Oh, Aihara, can I ask you a little favour? Aihara, sorry to ask again, but... Senpai, what should I do with these? Senpai's amazing. Too amazing. I've been hanging out with Aihara-senpai during lunch and after school since then, at every chance I can. It's because I want to spend as much time as possible with her, of course. And yet, I knew that this happens since the day I met Senpai, but she really gets asked to do a lot of stuff by a lot of people. Someone says something to her every time we take a few steps down the hall, and it's always to ask her to do something. And I knew Senpai was the vice president of the beautification committee. I knew the beautification committee has kind of a reputation as general handywomen, but this is way too many requests, isn't it? There are people who ask her to do things that are completely unrelated too. They're asking her to do odd jobs because they know she'll do them. What's that about? Laziness. Just pure laziness, probably. Anyway, that's why Senpai roams around on her lunch break and after school to do all these things. She can really do everything they ask her to, so it's super amazing, but it means we've got no time to chat together at all. I'm sorry, Maki-chan. No, it's fine. Of course, I don't want to be by her side just so I can get in her way. I'm pretty good at manual labour like this, so I've been helping out with all sorts of things too. Thank you, you're a real help. But like I mentioned, manual labour is my only real talent. I feel bad taking advantage of your help just because you offered it. You shouldn't. I'm the one who should be sorry for being so slow. I help her out with other things too, but I can barely even do half the work Senpai can. No, you're not slow. You're learning all of this very quickly. I like that we can do work together like this, but I realised it still doesn't mean we can relax and chat together. By the time Senpai finishes with her work every day, we already have to go home, and we split in opposite directions when we leave the gates. We can't talk at all. This isn't good. I want to talk about all sorts of things with Aihara Senpai. I just don't want to get in the way of her work, of course, but Senpai could have a little more time to relax, couldn't she? I don't think I'm wrong about this. Senpai needs time to relax and chat just as much as I do. But how can I make that time? I mean, she can't go down the hall without someone talking to her. It's the same when we borrow a classroom somewhere to do work. It even happens in the faculty room and on the school grounds. Which means we could relax if there was somewhere no one would find us, right? Yes, that's it. I just need to find a secret place that only Senpai and I know about, somewhere in the school. I hide out, just for the two of us. And we've got another new one! So that's... I'm trying to remember what the dates are. She doesn't find it until, what, 2 weeks afterwards? So this is probably when, during the main story, that's when we see her walking around trying to find the room, and we decided, no, we'll let her do her own thing. And that's when we focus on the broadcasting club couple. I think. I'm just trying to put all these multiple stories together in the timeline. Oh, who do I do? We'll do the broadcasting club couple in the next episode. In the next part. I'm gonna continue with Maki-chan because she's adorable. I used all of my breaks trying to put my plan into action. My plan was to find a place to relax and chat with Senpai, just the two of us. But where would be good? The Hoshikin building? That might not work. It has a lot of rooms, but they're all busy and well used. It's the new building after all. Classrooms, reference rooms, labs. If people were looking for Senpai, they'd definitely be able to find her there. Keys are kept in the faculty room, and I have padlocks and stuff at home, but it's not like I can just stick them somewhere without asking. Well, you could if you really wanted to. It would be sus, but you could. Outside it's no good either. We're about to enter the rainy season, and there'll be no shelter on windy days or anything. There'll be bugs when summer starts too. The Hoshikin. It looks like a Western-style building on the outside, but it has a big tatami room on the second floor, which is super cool. The star decorations on the walls and windows give it this great, cute look. And the archway above the entrance is also super cool. But I won't find a good place there. The big tatami room has like a little side area for cushions and things, but that's basically an unlit closet. I was a little hopeful about the, oh goodness, Kumomi Yagura building, but that didn't really work out either. The first floor is full of club rooms, and I feel like Senpai would get even more work if she were to walk by there. The second floor is lodging rooms that you can't use without permission, but they're pretty nice with mats and stuff. They're not locked or anything, but would probably get in trouble if we hid in there. Haven't you heard about breaking the rules a little? It's really like a castle here. I mean, it was one originally, so that's no surprise. Is it weird for a girl to be excited about really solid beams and posts? I bet my dad and brothers would understand. I thought maybe it'd have a secret door somewhere, and looked around for one, but I didn't have any luck. There were no seams in the tower's structure, sadly. In the end, I ran all over trying to find a good spot, but I couldn't even find one. But despite that, looking around all those places I'd never even seen before just made me fall in love with the school even more. I can't believe I get to go to a school that has new buildings built right with these old ones. And I met a wonderful person like Aihara-senpai, fell in love with her, and became friends with her, and now we can be together. If I were able to just talk to her alone a little more, if she starts liking me a little more, I really would have to make this plan succeed. Firmly, I decided on that. I resumed my search at the school. There's gotta be somewhere. Of course, I spend my lunch periods and after school time with Aihara-senpai, although not every day. This time we're taking care of something a teacher asked her to do, together. She was asked to move some materials, carrying 10 boxes from the entrance to the reference room. Is this really something you need to ask Senpai to do though? So I thought, but I didn't say anything. None of the boxes were particularly heavy, but they were big, and there were a lot of them, so it would take a few trips. Well, I could relax with Senpai, so I wasn't too mad about it. It was a chance to talk, too. Sorry to make you help with this again. Oh, she's got a track jacket. That's cute. It's fine, really. I'm good at this sort of thing. I can't mess this up unless I trip or something. They're pretty heavy, aren't they? Huh? No, not at all. Yeah, they're totally light. I'd be able to take 2 at a time if they were just a little easier to carry. You really are strong, Maki-chan. I have a little confidence in my strength. My family does construction, so I'm always carrying something or other for them. You did say that, didn't you? We talked like this, little by little, and I learned a bit about her while I told her a bit about myself. I was happy about it, and it was fun, but the boxes were kind of in the way. I really need to find that secret place soon. Aihara-senpai? Yes? Is the beautification committee always this busy? Well, joined the committee too, but I don't get as much work as you do, senpai. Yes, I joined the beautification committee, so they can help senpai as much as possible. And after joining, I learned there's definitely a lot of work to do on the committee, but not as much as you need to work after school every day like Aihara-senpai. Yes, I suppose I get special treatment. People just ask me to help with many things. The work really does go directly to senpai. I guess it's just easier to ask me. I'm sorry you get dragged into so much, Maki-chan. No, really, I'm okay with it. We were just having the same conversation on repeat. But I suppose this will all end around October. Huh? Why is that? For a moment, I thought about a day when senpai would be free from all this hard work and got excited. Because third years have to retire from the committees in October to study for exams. Ah. That's right, Senpai's a third year. Retire, and then graduation. That's right, Senpai's graduating next spring. I'm really sad all of a sudden, thinking about Senpai leaving this school. We've just met, I've fallen for her, we've just become friends. I want to love Senpai even more after this, and I want her to love me more too. But she'll graduate long before me. My heart feels like it's being squeezed. It hurts. I want her to like me even more, as more than a friend. I want to make that a reality. I want to talk with her about anything we want, just the two of us. And when I thought that... Senpai, yes? I couldn't stop myself from asking. Senpai, what do you think about homosexuality? Oh my god, you just dropped this on her now. Maki, oh my god. Well, I guess now or never, right? What? Wait, I'm jumping too far ahead. It's not like I really think of myself that way, or like I didn't realize it or anything. But I really do like you, Senpai. I love you even though you're a woman, Senpai, really. So, if you're not okay with that sort of thing, or you don't like it, like, I mean, I really do love you, Senpai. Maki-chan, calm down. Right. What the heck am I saying? Let's see. I don't really know much about homosexuality or anything, or what I feel about it. Or whether you are or aren't, Maki-chan. She doesn't really know. Huh, well, I don't really know either. But I do like you, Maki-chan. Huh? It's like I have a little sister now. You're so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, Maki. What? Well, I guess I'm happy about that. But is it like a step backwards from friends? Then, Senpai, which do you like better, men or women? Huh? Well, I don't really know about either. What about you, Maki-chan? I like you, Senpai. Thank you. I like you too, Maki-chan. Yeah, she's definitely just avoiding the question. But I can't really be more direct, can I? That was pretty direct. I don't think you can get more direct than that. This is kind of frustrating. I want a clearer answer. But this isn't really something you talk about while you're carrying boxes down a hallway, huh? Who knows who might hear us? I really need to find a place where we can talk. I can't believe she just did that. Poor Maki though. Poor Maki. And then she finds the room. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that until the next video. I'll probably do that towards the end of the next video maybe. Because I want to start this couple next, the Broadcasting Club. So I'll start those guys and then I'll do the rest of her story next time. Okay, I'll see you guys later and bye bye.